Yo, what's up, people? It's your buddy Philko here, and today I'm with
Dashka,
as usual, and we're going to have an interesting video for you people thinking about traveling to Russia and stuff. Today we're going to talk about the top 5 what?
cities which you should to visit.
Yeah, top 5 cities in which you should visit. I mean, you guys probably already know 2 of them, but the other 3 you might not know, especially if you don't know me, because you probably wouldn't have heard it before. So let's start with the first one. First one is, of course, Moscow. It's the capital of Russia. It's where 70% of the money is in Russia. 70% in that one city. 70%, that's a lot.
Yes.
So if 70%, from what I hear from Russian people, if 70% is all in Russia, like how much is in St. Petersburg and other places? Like, damn. Not much, goddamn. 70% is all in Moscow. And of course you have, isn't it Lenin there, like his body, Lenin?
Mm-hmm.
His body's there, you can go see his body,
Yes.
the Red Square.
In Kremlin.
In the Kremlin, of course. My favorite bar, if you go there, is called Kamchatka Bar. Kamchatka. It's a crazy, awesome bar. Awesome bar. I've had many, many fun memories in that bar. What else? Coyote Ugly. But in Russian, it's called Coyote Ugly. I forgot how to say it in Russian. It's a famous bar here called Coyote Ugly. I can find it now. It's a bar where like the girls dance on the table and you know shake their boobs and stuff. It's an awesome bar. I know what to do. Coyote Ugly Moscow. Alright, let's see. Coyote Ugly Moscow. Okay, see? What the fuck? Don't they have it in English? Or maybe it's not here. They're like Ugly Coyote or something like that. Alright, so they only have it in English here, but look for Ugly Coyote. It's actually only 1 street away from Kamchatka. They're right next to each other, which is going to give you a real mother effing fun experience. Yeah, oh, see right there.
Gatsky Coyote?
Yes, Gatsky Coyote. Awesome. So this is, so right here where it says Louis Vuitton, this is actually where Kamchatka is, or over here. So it's like right here, you just cross 1 street and you're at Ugly Coyote. Amazing. And that whole street, which is called, I haven't been there in a while, right here. Do you know how to say that? Petersburg. I don't know what the fuck that is right there.
Проспект, наверное. Или
Something. But when you go to that area, that whole area is lit. Fun, fucking
Перекресток
fun.
Столешников.
That. Mad fun. When I first came to Russia, I lived in Moscow for like 5-6 months. And I was really popular. And every time I went out, I would invite my fans. And a bunch of girls always showed up. And my friend George. And we always, and I got videos of this still on this channel. It was always crazy when we went out. It was always just absolutely crazy. So you go to Kamchatka, you go to Coyote Ugly, and any of those bars within like a 3-street radius, you're gonna have fun. You're gonna have fun. But it's the most expensive city in the country, so bring money. Bring money. You know, expensive on Russian standards isn't expensive on American standards, but still bring money if you're gonna mess around in Moscow a lot. All right, let's get to the second one. Second one is St. Petersburg. What do you think of St. Petersburg?
Oh, I want to visit this city one day. This is incredible city, really beautiful, and I don't know. This is St. Petersburg. That's all you know. you should know. You should visit this city. This is really great.
And they have this bridge that everyone talks about.
And white knights.
White, not the Ku Klux Klan. In American English, white knights can mean the Ku Klux Klan. Fuck it. Not the Ku Klux Klan. It's you know, the time of summer. What is it? It happens June 21st, when it's daylight for 24 hours. That's what you mean by white knights. White knights in English can mean the KKK. But no, not that. We have white knights. You know, they think Russia's a big racist country. So when you say we have white knights in St. Petersburg, not a good idea. But on the contrary, St. Petersburg is actually one, if not the nicest city in Russia, apparently, for different kinds of people, if you know what I mean. It's the most progressive city in a way. That's what some people say is progressive because they kind of, you know, I'm not going to say they love homosexuals there, but you know, St. Petersburg, it's more friendly than other cities in Russia. That's just a fact. It's more friendly. Everybody knows that. I'm not making that up. I'm not advertising it. It's just how it is in St. Petersburg. They're just open about that stuff. It was the only place in Russia I saw with a gay flag outside of the club. Only time I've ever seen that was here in was in St. Petersburg. They advertised it like that, and it was just normal over there. Kirby Christina knows. I was living there with her. She could tell you herself.
I think that St. Petersburg is the most tolerant city in
Yes,
Russia.
yes, yes, the most tolerant. Yes, tolerant. Sorry, I forgot about your. You
No,
gotta
it's
keep my.
okay.
It's the most tolerant city, exactly. So, and other than that, they have a lot of European-looking buildings and shit. It was very nice. You know, it could get cold as a mother, but it's nice. All right, third city, Vladivostok. This city is all the way to the east. So right now we're in Novosibirsk. We're actually in the middle of the country. We're like right in the middle, right in the goddamn middle. You can go this way a long time, maybe 6 hours on the 4 hours on the airplane, you'll be in Moscow. We go this way, 4 hours on the airplane, we'll be in Vladivostok. We're like right in the middle. So Vladivostok is all the way to the east. It's probably the smallest city. No, not the smallest city on the list. But it's probably the least known city on this list, possibly by outsiders. But one thing I love about Vladivostok is very, very cheap seafood. Sushi and shit, all the shrimps.
Yes.
And fish eggs.
Ikra.
Yes, ikra. Yes, ikra. I forgot how to say it in
Fish
English.
eggs?
I can say it in Russian, but I forgot how to say it. Caviar. Caviar.
Really?
Yeah.
It's called fish.
No, it's caviar. I just forgot how to say it, but I knew it in Russian. But yeah, caviar, very cheap.
Caviar.
Red caviar, black caviar, very cheap. Because they get it from there in Vladivostok and they send it to the rest of Russia and shit. So it's very, very cheap there. And also in Vladivostok, they're not very used to foreigners at all. So that shit was, that was something. That was something. I gotta look on Google after this. Philko in Vladivostok, if there's any pictures of that, which I hope not, because it was definitely crazy. What do you know about Vladivostok, if anything?
Me?
Yeah, you don't know.
No, I wasn't there.
Have you heard anything about it?
Yes, I know there is soldier.
Soldier?
Yes. This is I don't know.
Soldier.
Yeah.
Alright, screw it. Something about a soldier. She's
It's
sleepy.
difficult.
Okay. Well, let's get to the fourth one. Now, this one's going to be very controversial, and a lot of Russian people are going to hate me for it. I think you should visit Grozny. But you tell most Russian people that you want to visit Grozny, the first thing I'm going to tell you is don't go. This is exactly what people told me when I said I want to go to Russia. Americans, don't go. I go to Russia, I'm going to Grozny. Russians, don't go. I go, oh, this shit was hilarious. I was living in Ukraine, just like 2.5 years back, whatever. Now, as I was living in Ukraine, I got invited to Grozny to do some government shit. I go to Grozny, they're like, where are you living? I said, right now I'm living in Ukraine. Don't live in Ukraine, it's dangerous. I go to Ukraine. Where are you going after this? I'm going to Russia. Don't go to Russia. I get to Russia. Where are you going to go next year? I might visit Grozny again. Don't go to Grozny. So it's like everybody has this place is so dangerous, don't do this, don't do that, when they've never been there. They've never been there. Like, it's funny how that happened, like that triangle of don't go here, don't go there. And I couldn't help but to laugh. So I'm like, that's what they just said about you. They just said that about you.
It's because of gasps.
I guess, but they all had their reasons. They all had their reasons. They were so sure they were right. Russians said, don't go to Grozny because they're a bunch of terrorists, they're evil, and blah, blah, blah. And they couldn't have been more wrong, because when you're there, especially as a person of color, no one's going to look down on you. They don't care. They just care about how you behave. Of course, they like you more if you're Muslim, to be honest. But as long as you obey the rules and stuff, no one cares. They're happy to see you there because they don't get visitors. People don't understand it. Like, oh, you're different. They're gonna kill you. No, they're happy to see your different ass in their city. It makes them feel cool. Like people actually want to go there because so many people are scared of them. Now, when they leave Grozny, how they behave, I don't know. I'm not talking on that. I'm talking about how they are in their holy land. The dudes are mad cool. Then in Grozny, they're like, don't go to Ukraine. There's a bunch of neo-Nazis and stuff everywhere. They want to have a war with Russia. And when I was in Ukraine, it was the same thing like Russia. Sorry. I don't care what anybody. It was the same shit. It was the same shit. Then Ukrainians don't go to Russia. Why not? Because Russia's full of hate-filled homophobes, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, it's the same thing like here. It's the same thing. Same thing. I didn't notice. Only difference between Russia and Ukraine that I noticed was Ukrainian flags everywhere in Ukraine. That's the only reason I was reminded. Only way I kept remembering I was in Ukraine was because of the flags. If they would have removed all those Ukrainian flags, I would have thought I was in Russia the whole time. It's the same thing to me. It's the same thing. Marshrutki, babushki, it's the same just shit. Sabaki walking around, it's the same thing. Now, of course, maybe there's some little differences, but to a foreigner, you're not really going to notice. It's the same shit, okay? Moving on. Novosibirsk, where I am. Novosibirsk to me is the best choice because you got all of this in one. You got all of it in one. It's a big city like Moscow. It's kind of progressive like St. Petersburg. Not that progressive, but it's kind of progressive. That word, tolerant. It's kind of tolerant because, dude, all the gay dudes here who hit on me, it's pretty damn tolerant, all right? Like Vladivostok, I don't think we have anything in common with Vladivostok. Sorry, nothing. And nothing in common with Grozny. We don't have many Muslims here at all.
Yes.
In Moscow, you have a lot of Caucasians and stuff, but here we don't have any Caucasians. We have more black people here than Caucasians. It's very strange. I'm still not used to it. You know, as a black guy who had his first introduction in Russia by living in Moscow, you get used to seeing Caucasians, and you like seeing Caucasians because it's like, all right, if something crazy happens, I got people over there who will help me, or I help them, blah, blah, blah. You know, it's kind of like that. But here, you know, shit, everybody's white. It's like the fuck. But, yeah, so Novosibirsk is great because we're close to Kazakhstan, her home, and you can reset your visa there, and it's very close. It's like 16 hours away on the train, and you just come right back, you know? Anything you want to add, sleepy face? We just need you to look sexy. Just look sexy. You don't have to say anything. You just have to look sexy. But anything you want to add? This is our last video.
Go to Russia.
Hurry up. Give me your money.
Yes.
And visit Dashka maybe. Maybe you can visit Dashka.
Yes.
Buy her drinks.
No.
No?
Yes.
No?
Food, please.
Okay, buy her food. No drink, just buy her food.
Oh, don't remind me about drinks.
Okay, just buy her food and she will purr like a kitten. And all that shit. So, that's basically it, guys. We're both tired as hell. And anything you want to say before we go?
No.
Alright, guys. Good night and enjoy your life and watch our videos.
Bye.
Later, yeah.